Welcome back to another Warframe video, and today I want to talk about the new mod that Voruna has, the Augment mod called Ulfrun's Endurance. Ulfrun's Descent Augment. During Ulfrun's attack, enemies that die from bleed, so you gotta get a slash, make them bleed, die on it. Within 20 meters, restore Voruna's charges. This is actually a really dope mod that we have here for her augment mod. All right, for her ability, basically. I think it's honestly really dope and cool because, this does a lot of amazing damage. And the slash, pretty freaking insane, okay? Especially if you build her right. But I'm gonna show you guys my build for this, or how to build her basically, and you'll start with you'll do amazing damage with this. But we gotta talk about some things before we even, of course, show you guys. But mainly talk about how this is going to work, leading up to the different faction of enemies you're gonna be going through. This is my build setup. This is how you will be able to build Voruna, and you're just going to be focused on, of course, the fourth ability and just the fourth ability alone. Of course, you'll be able to tie in the other abilities as well, for sure, but mainly the fourth ability is what we want to focus on. The other abilities do matter, of course. However, I don't think it would matter too much, because I think this augment mod is strictly for one enemy of faction, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. So for this build, right, to shred enemies, you're going to need growing power, okay? Applying status effects with weapons increase ability strength by 25% or 6 seconds, which is a really amazing mod. You're just going to be adding on more strength, of course. It all works out, Power drift, 15% ability strength, 30% chance to resist knockdown, which is cool. But we care about the strength only. Vitality, 440% health, definitely need it on there. I could find the space for Umbral Vitality, which will give you more, like, this will kind of help you, have more health tied into it with everything, if you just have all these mods on. But however, all that takes Umbral Forma. So if you do have Umbral Formas on your Voruna, or you're ready to put Umbral Formas on, a Warframe, these mods will help you with survivability for sure. So definitely have those on there, and you guys will be set to advance with Voruna. But like I said, this is not really needed. A lot of this is a lot, so getting Umbral Formas is not that easy. It's it's a little complicated sometimes. You have to do certain things to get that, but you also have Teshin, which he holds those things as well with the Umbral Forma and stuff, so you can buy that from him. But that's kind of like a weekly thing. It's a weekly rotation thing. Not, I shouldn't say weekly rotation. It's a rotation thing. So you'll have to wait, like, I don't know, however long until that Umbral Forma comes. So moving on to the next thing, I have Prime Flow for 275% energy max, which we're at like 425. Prime Continuity, which is 55% ability duration, which is good as well. This is mainly going to be for first ability, third ability, not fourth. You have Streamline, of course, the ability efficiency, how much you're going to be spending to cast the ability. We just want to lower that down a little bit. Adaptation, I think this is a very important mod, of course, because when you're taking damage, you want some resistance on yourself, okay? When you take damage, this is going to stack up to 90%, so, This is gonna help you just not take too much damage. Ulfrun's endurance, of course, and then stretch. All right, 45% ability range. We just want a little bit of range there, so we can hit our targets from a pretty good distance, you know, or whatever it is you're trying to do. It'll hit those enemies. Arcanes don't really matter too much, but I do have Arcane Energize, which is probably the most important thing about this, is that with the Arcane Energize, rank 5, on energy pickup, 60% chance to replenish 150 energy to self and allies within 15 meters. You get a 15-second cooldown. There's probably not any other Arcane that I would say that is going to be that useful when it comes down to this. Maybe something like Arcane Grace a little bit, but besides that, Guardian maybe, but let's see any others. Nah, I don't think that's pretty much just it. Arcanes aren't just a big thing when it comes down to just the Warframes themselves. It's mostly like primary, secondary, and shotguns that kind of give Arcanes the benefit rather than just Warframe. I think there's only one use for Arcane in here sometimes, and that is Energize. I also applied some Archon shards here, which I have the Crimson. All right, 2 Crimson shards with the ability 10% strength added. All right, so I added that just to boost up the strength, which is now at 179%. That's why it's there, you know, that's why it's up there. So when I was gonna talk about what I mentioned about this Augment mod, I think this Augment mod is really going to be meant for Infested. And the reason why I say this is because they don't have any shield, anything like that, to, you know, when it comes to the bleeding effects, that's mostly gonna be for enemies that, you know, don't have shield, don't have armor. These are the type of targets that you want to go up against with this, because it's gonna be so much easier to kill with no armor on, and that is why you will take it up against them, because it's so much easier to kill these little thingies, little insects, you know. So that's where I would say this is like mainly for that, you know. The next thing is, I would say probably Corpus as well. Now Corpus is, you know, yeah, it might be a little stupid to say Corpus, but however, Corpus might have shield, but you can still break through that. Might not be that effective, but however, you can still break through their shields, and then you can get right to the slash. Might take a little longer, especially if you're going up against these type of enemies. Yeah, it's just gonna be harder when you're in the still path, of course, which is like kind of like a stupid thing, like I said, to mention about this, because there's just no way you're gonna be able to break through these 180s like that. Jesus Christ, that's gonna take a while. But you can also use the Shroud of Dinar to do more damage as well. See, and now it's working. Now you're doing more damage, just like that. And that was freaking fire. Now when it comes to Corrupted and Grineer, this is where this ability comes in, and I took this off of Styanex, the Theros Strike. This is going to strip enemies' armor. This is where that is going to be a huge, big thing for Corrupted and Grineer. Ability that can strip armor is something that you need if you're going to take this out to missions, survivability, whatever it is, because you need to strip their armor. This is going to make it so much easier to take them down, as you can see right now. Jesus, look how crazy the damage was. I didn't even, honestly, I didn't even see all them, take damage. I literally was just hitting those targets all the way left in the corner. And then next thing you know, everybody dies in a freaking area. So this is one of the things that I honestly like about this Augment mod is just, it's got this AoE area effect, all right, and kills every enemy in the freaking area. Like it's just that amazing. The slash damage, amazing. I think Shroud is the biggest thing that you need to use this on because it's not going to be that effective if you don't use Shroud of Dinar. This is going to increase slash damage in general, basically. As you see here, it's just going to inflict more bleeding effects, which just helps out everything, even your melee weapons, of course. This is going to help you out with just a whole bunch of damage. So yeah, Shroud of Dinar is what you need to use here. So I had to went and tweak a little thing with the build. So for the Ore mod, I actually went to go put the Steel Charge melee damage mod on instead of Growing Power. I don't think I need it at all. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to strictly use the melee damage mod Ore. Alright, I think that's a little bit better than adding Growing Power on. Alright, the fact that we do have the Archon shard on, I don't think we need any more damage or any more ability strength, basically. So we can go ahead and move that out. And then I also added in the Arcane Fury Arcane, and that is going to do more melee damage as well. All right, so those two arcanes, just the mod and the arcane, that is going to just be the go-to for that build type, because of the mod Ulfrun's endurance. I think that is what should mainly be the focus, is some damage, right? And it actually does work though. I definitely tested it out. It definitely applies some damage, and of course the arcane does trigger when you do hit enemies. So with the Shroud of Dinar, you got the arcane now, you got the Augment melee damage mod. Like all that's gonna be playing in, it's always gonna be settled in when you do the fourth ability, use the fourth ability, do some damage. All amazing, And like I said, when I started the video, I said that Infested is going to be the main thing you're going to really use it up against. I mean, the other ones are pretty cool, like you can still do some damage. You're just going to have to strip armor. Shield, not a problem. Shroud of Dinar, and then use the fourth ability. Man, you're going to be doing 10 times the damage, man. For real, for real. So let me know how y'all feel about the build in the comments below, and let me know what you guys think about the Augment mod. Is it a really amazing start off mod for Voruna? Because that's literally her first mod for her, for Warframe, So let me know what y'all think about it. But if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share any videos that you have liked me so far to friends, family, and especially to someone that actually plays the game, and tell them to subscribe. Alright, follow me on all social medias and Twitch. Links are in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click the next video to see more amazing content by me. Love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video.